What's up guys? With almost all countries open for tourism, I think we're all excited to travel some new destinations this year. So here's my top 10 places to visit in 2026. With tourism back to normal, 2026 will going to be a year full of travel. Whether you experience the dramatic landscapes of New Zealand or go cliff jumping in Greece, I hope you can all safely visit some new places this year. Of all the countries in Europe, I don't think there's a more compact country that offers just about every type of landscape you expect to find in Europe. From the capital city of Ljubljana, you can drive 1 hour and either be in the Alps or down by the Adriatic Sea. I spent some time in Slovenia this year and it quickly became one of my favorite European countries. One of the most famous places in Slovenia is Lake Bled. It's a picturesque lake with an island that has a scenic church built on it. We did a hike to this lookout and got some amazing views of Lake Bled in the surrounding area. One of my favorite places I visited in Slovenia was the river Soča. It's this incredibly clean river with clear turquoise water and I had such a fun time swimming in it and riding down the current as I float in the water. A unique experience you can do in Slovenia is explore the Postojna cave. To get into the cave you get on this train that goes nearly 4 kilometers under the earth. I felt like we were riding into Gringotts Bank from the Harry Potter movies. Once you make it to the end you can explore the cave. I mean it's absolutely huge. Another one of my favorite features of Slovenia is its hilltop churches. They dot the landscape and create some of the most picturesque sceneries. One of the most notable ones is the Church of St. Thomas. It's perfectly placed on this hill overlooking the area with the Alps in the distance. If you love the Alps, picturesque villages, and idyllic scenery, Austria is your place. It has the charm and beauty of nearby Switzerland, but it's not nearly as expensive. One of the most famous places in Austria is Hallstatt. It's this fairy tale village built on the edge of a lake. We took the ferry in Hallstatt and it gives an incredible view from the boat. Now if you want to explore some Austrian mountains, the Schafberg is an incredible peak to visit. You ride up on Austria's steepest train. The views up here are unreal of all the lakes that surround this mountain peak. Now if you're feeling really adventurous, you can do the sky ladder via Ferrata. It's located near the town of Gosa. It took me about 2 hours of climbing to finally reach the sky ladder. It was super fun if you want to get the adrenaline going in 2026. Located in the southern part of the continent, Namibia is home to just otherworldly landscapes. If you're wanting to visit Africa for the first time, Namibia is a great option. It's one of Africa's safest countries and its roads and infrastructure are one of the best in Africa. We flew into the capital city of Windhoek and then we rented a 4x4 truck and started our Namibia road trip. One of the most famous places in Namibia is Dead Vlei. It's this clay pan with dried tree skeletons that are believed to have died 700 years ago. Overlooking the Dead Vlei is the Big Daddy Sand Dune. It's the tallest dune in the Vlei area with a height of 325 m. We made it to the top and had the most incredible 360 view of the Namib Desert. Another one of the most iconic places in Namibia is Sandwich Harbor. It's where the Namib Desert meets Atlantic Ocean. My favorite thing that we did in Namibia was witnessing the desert elephants. Located in Southeast Asia, Vietnam is an adventure and backpacker's paradise. One of the most impressive places in the country is Ban Giac Falls. It's located in the northern part of Vietnam straddling the Chinese border. Ban Giac is the biggest waterfall in Southeast Asia. Another amazing spot in Vietnam is Ha Long Bay. Located in the Gulf of Tonkin, Ha Long Bay is this incredible area made up of emerald water and thousands of limestone islands covered in lush vegetation. One of my personal favorite places in Vietnam is the tea fields of Lang Coc. It's one of the most picturesque places I've ever seen. If you're looking for an adventure, one thing you can do in Vietnam is the Ha Giang Loop. It's a several-day motorcycle route that takes you through the mountains of northern Vietnam. From world-class surfing to stunning volcanoes, El Salvador has so much to offer. The capital of the country is San Salvador, and there are some cool places you can visit like the Central Historico. One of my favorite places in El Salvador is El Tunco. It's probably the most famous beach in the country and has amazing waves, perfect for surfing. Another incredible place in the country is the Santa Ana volcano. At the base of the volcano, there's this lake called Lago de Coatepec, and the scenery here is also next level. Lofoten is located in northern Norway, and even though it's in the Arctic Circle, it feels like you're on a tropical island with all the incredible beaches and fairly mild weather. One of my favorite places is the fishing village of Henningsvær. It's built on a few islands and it's home to one of the most scenic soccer fields in the world. One of the best beaches on the islands is Kvalvika. If you're into hiking, the trek to Rienbringen is worthwhile. You get a perfect panoramic view of the fjord, villages, and sea mountains. If you come during the months of June and July, this is an insane place to experience the midnight sun. With over 6,000 islands, Greece has a lot to choose from. One of the most well-known islands is Santorini. One of my personal favorite Greek islands is Milos. One of the most famous places on Milos is Sarakiniko Beach. It's home to white lunar-like landscapes. One of my favorite places on Milos was Kleftiko. If you boat into Kleftiko, you can also go to the nearby Sikia cave. Now I have to say my favorite Greek island is Zakynthos. The most famous place in Zakynthos is Shipwreck Beach. Another stunning place in Zakynthos is Mizithers. Known as the Pearl of the Sea, Moaria is one of the most beautiful places I've ever experienced. To reach Moaria, you'll first fly into the island of Tahiti. I think Moaria is home to some of the most spectacular mountains. My favorite one was called Mount Mauaroa, which translates to the Shark's Tooth. One of my favorite beaches was the public beach Timi Hyamanu. One of the main reasons people come to Moaria is to swim with humpback whales. I think it's safe to say we all want to experience the scenery of New Zealand. It's a land full of fjords like Norway, beaches like Hawaii, and landscapes straight out of Middle-earth. From Auckland, we went to one of my favorite places, Cathedral Cove. If you want to venture to Middle-earth, you can visit Hobbiton. If you're looking for some epic adventures, you got to head to New Zealand's South Island. It's home to Mount Cook. The drive to Mount Cook is arguably one of the most scenic in the world. And one of the most epic places you got to visit in New Zealand is the Milford Sound. The Milford Sound is possibly the most famous place in all of New Zealand. For our final destination, we're going to head over to nearby Australia. If you like world-class beaches, tons of wildlife and just good vibes, you got to give Australia a visit. One of my favorite regions in the country is Western Australia. Another place to visit in Australia is the Outback. The most iconic landmark in the Outback is Uluru or Ayers Rock. If you want to see some of Australia's wildlife, a great place to go is Tasmania. My all-time favorite place in Australia is Lord Howe Island. One of the main reasons I wanted to go to Lord Howe Island was to visit Ball's Pyramid. It's the tallest sea stack in the world.